Hello guys, welcome back to another predictions video. This is the 2026 Finals Predictions. And here's a catch. Some of these predictions are not going to be final. I could change who I tip in the tips videos. Or for example, I predict Sydney to play Melbourne in a semi-final, but that might not happen. But anyways, we're going to start predicting the wild card. Alright, for Melbourne v Carlton, I reckon Melbourne should win this so they can play against Adelaide. For Western Bulldogs v Collingwood, I reckon Collingwood should win this so they can play against Geelong. But anyways, let's move on to the qualifying and elimination finals. For Fremantle v Hawthorn, I reckon Freo should win this so they can get to their first prelim final since 2015. For Geelong versus Collingwood, if that happens, maybe Geelong should win this. And for the Crows versus the Demons, if that happens, maybe I reckon the D's should win this. And for the Sydney Swans against the Brisbane Lions, I reckon the Lions should win this. And now we are moving on to the semi-finals. For Hawthorn and Geelong, if this happens, I reckon Hawthorn should win this. And now, for the Swans and the D's, if this happens, then I reckon Sydney might win this. Now we're moving on to the preliminary finals. For Fremantle and Sydney, if this happens, I reckon Freo should win this. And for Brisbane versus Hawthorn, if this happens, I reckon Brisbane should win this to go to a fourth consecutive grand final in a row. And for the last step is, who am I going to predict? Either Freo or Brisbane, if they make the grand final together. It was originally GWS, but they missed the finals. So anyways, I'm going to predict Brisbane to win the 2026 Premiership. And to go back to back, a three-peat, just like what they did in the early 2000s. And if I get this prediction right, they could win a three-peat for the first time since the Hawks from 2013 to 2015. So these are my predictions, in my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more predictions videos.